Hey guys, it's your girl Carrie. Welcome back to my channel. We're doing another first impressions today. I got a dip company here that is brand new to me. They are definitely not brand new, but brand new to me. So I picked up quite a few dips here to try out. So we're going to swatch them and take a look at everything. And then we'll put together a nice little spring transitional mani. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then stick around. We're getting into it. All right, so as you can see here, everything is still in the mailer, and I'm trying to be better about actually leaving everything in the package so that it's a true unboxing, but I'm not very good at that because when I get them, I'm so eager. I just want to bust open the package and get right into everything. But I did think it was important to include because the way things shipped are part of the experience, and if things are shipped poorly or things are shipped beautifully, then those are things you'd want to know as a customer, right? So I'm trying to do better about that. All right, so a little bit about this company. They were not on my 5 and 5. If you didn't catch that video, I'll have it linked up in the cards for you. But there's a reason for that, which I'll get into here in a little bit. But this is definitely a brand that I was very excited to try out because there are a lot of influencers that I really respect that have sung the praises of this brand. So I was very curious to try it for myself. All right, so let's take a look inside this mailer here. So you can see it's a padded mailer, and my dips, it looks like I ordered enough of them that they came in 2 mesh bags. So I have my 2 mesh bags with all of my dips inside, and then also inside there with the dips was this nice little hand-printed card with a thank you on it. All right, so here are my dips, and you can see for first order, I didn't really hold back, but she was having a birthday sale, so I kind of took advantage of that to pick up some newies to try. But you can see just by looking at these bags, it doesn't look like anything spilled in transit, so that's always a good sign. Yeah, so like I said, didn't really hold back, but at least this is going to be a really thorough first impressions, right? Because we do have a total of 12 dips here that I did pick up in our birthday sale. So we're going to swatch these up and see what everything looks like. Taking a look at the way the dips are packaged themselves, we got this pretty little purple flower label on the top with Barbie's Secret Dips, and then we've got our standard 1/4 ounce size jar, and then we have the name of the dip here on the bottom in a clear label. All right, time to go through everything and see what we got. So this first one here is called Bear Hug, and it actually was a little different than I was expecting. I thought this was a solid, but it actually has some very small gold and pink flakes in it. It's actually really stunning. The next one I have here is a medium chunky glitter called Crystal Ball, and this is mostly neutral tones, but there is some bronzy pieces and some hollow pieces in here. It's a stunner. The next one we have here is the most perfect light pink. It's so beautiful. It's called Dreamsicle, and it looks like it may have a hint of shimmer in there, but when you swatch it, it definitely comes across more solid. The next one we have here is called Pink Moscato, and you've probably seen a lot of this on Instagram. It's just stunning. It's pink and gold and white, and there's some little shards in there, and there's hexagonal glitters, and then the gold circle glitters, and you guys know I'm a sucker for circle glitters. The next one I have here is called Fantasy, and boy, is this a purple lover's dream. It's different shades of purple, and then there is some shifting in there between like gold and teal as well, so it's really quite a unique look. The next one I have here is called Cake Pop, and just from what I've seen, this is another very popular chunky glitter of hers, and you can see why. It's a gorgeous teal chunky glitter mix, and then again, there's a shift of purple in here. The next one I have here is called Teal My Love, and this is more of a sea glass kind of look. It's definitely solid, but it's a little bit more on the sheer side, which I think will make it perfect for spring and summer. The next one I have here is called Grenadine, and this is a solid, and the color is kind of hard to describe. It's kind of a coral and also kind of a pink at the same time, but it's definitely a lot more muted. It's not so bright. The next one we have here is called Sunkissed, and this is a gorgeous, bright, neon-y, corally, yellowy, summery looking goodness right here. The next one I have here is called Very Peri, and it is a medium tone blue with purple undertones, and it's got a lot of shimmer in it. The next one I have here is called Cheers, and boy, what a one-of-a-kind dip. It's got some gold, some pink, some blue. It's such a crazy cool combo. I just don't think I've seen anything else like this. And last but not least, we have Love Spell, and I think this matches my nail mat here, but basically it's kind of a pretty reddish berry tone. I did quickly want to show you Grenadine and Love Spell next to each other. So Grenadine is on the right and Love Spell is on the left. And I just expected these to be a little bit more different from each other from what I saw on the website. So, I mean, they're pretty similar in tone, just Love Spell's a little darker. And I like them both. I just wouldn't have picked them up both if I had known they were that close in color. Alright, so here's a few outdoor shots for you, and I apologize for the lack of bright lighting. Unfortunately, it's just been really overcast here, but I hope you can still get an idea of the dimension, even with the overcast lighting here. Alright, so this glitter called Cheers caught my eye right away, and I decided I wanted to play off the unique tones in it by pairing it here with Dreamsicle, the pink one on the left, and then Very Peri on the right. Just thought it would make a really nice winter to spring transition mani, so that's what we're going to be using today. Alright, so we're going to put Very Peri on the pointer and the pinky, and then we're going to put Dreamsicle with a little bit of nail art on the middle finger, and then we'll do Cheers on the thumb and the ring. And right away, YouTuber failed because I wasn't recording when I put on the first two layers of this pink. So I ended up going in for a third, which really was not necessary, guys. But I did want you to see it going on. And also, I realized when I was looking at these nails that I had somehow misshapen my middle finger when I was filing and shaping my builder gel. So I was kind of trying to correct for that too. So it's going to look a little chunky here. It's not the dip's fault. It was all me. But it's going to get corrected when we file above. So don't worry about it. Okay, so far everything's off to a good start, and then I just about lose my mind when I dip into this blue. It's so beautiful, and it goes on like butter, and I don't know, this color is just incredible, and I love it with this heavy shimmer in here. See what I mean? Wowza. I mean, it was completely effortless, and I wouldn't even really consider this to be periwinkle, but now I'm going to have to Google it and see, because maybe what I have as an idea in my head of periwinkle is not what it really is. But I don't care about the name. I just want to see what it looks like, and I just think it is just gorgeous. Okay, so I just had to Google it, and it turns out that this really is what periwinkle is according to Pantone. So I guess I've just been thinking about it wrong all along. Actually, I wouldn't say that I had it wrong, more that I just always think of periwinkle as being a much lighter shade of this color. But, you know, it's shade and light. It doesn't really matter. The color's a color. And so I was wrong. I was mistaken. All right, one layer, and it is looking so beautiful and so perfectly smooth, but we're gonna go in for a second layer just to make sure we got full opacity here. Guys, I don't know what it is about this blue. Like I've told you guys before, blue is actually not my favorite dip nail color, but there is something about this particular shade that is just, I'm just obsessing over it. I could have made this a one color mani easily. All right, so it's time to dive into this glitter, and this has got to be my favorite one I picked up. But that's really saying something because I really do love them all. But this glitter is just like the showstopper to me, and I can't wait to use it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my thing where I normally do just a little background layer and then a full layer on top. And while I do that, I wanted to tell you about the backstory of this glitter because it's actually part of something she does on her Facebook group called Wishlist Wednesday. And so what you do is put some kind of color scheme on that list that you're interested in seeing in a dip. And if yours is chosen, then she will create a dip using those colors, which I think is super cool just for so many reasons because it gets the customer involved, but also, it gets something unique like this dip right here that people would really love to have, but maybe most, small dip owners may not think of this combination. And honestly, clearly she has an eye for making such beautiful like colors on her own, but just to involve the customer like that and to come out with it with such unique glitters, and I would say some of her prettiest glitters she has are Wishlist Wednesday glitters, then, I think that is super cool. So this brand would have actually been on my 5 and 5, but the reason it wasn't is because at the time I was making the video, I hadn't seen any updates on her Instagram for several months. So I don't know if there was something going on or if she had just gotten really busy because of the holidays or, other reasons. It's difficult, guys, trying to run a business by yourself. There's so much involved because not only is there just making the dips, but there's all the social media that's involved with that and all the communication and the ordering supplies. And I can only imagine how overwhelming that can be just for one person. So it's not a shade. I'm just saying when I looked and didn't see anything from her, I thought maybe the brand wasn't around anymore. So I was happy to see that I was wrong. I did see her start posting more updates recently. So I think, whatever was going on, she's getting back around to updating her Instagram. But, that was good to see because I had seen this glitter and several others that I was very interested in. And I was really curious to try her dips. So like I said, she would have been on the list, but that was the only reason she wasn't. All right, so I have been talking way too much, so it's time for me to shut up for a little bit and let you just enjoy the dips. So I'm going to go ahead and get on my second layer and finish everything up, and I'll be back. All right, so the only thing you missed here was I went ahead and dipped these glitters in clear, and then I scrubbed off the excess, and then I activated them. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off camera and file and shape these, and then we'll be right back. So that went pretty quickly. The only thing that really took any work was the pink and the Dreamsicle pink, and that was my fault. That was just too many layers, too much bulk. But everything else really was just cleaning up the shape and just kind of buffing it out a little bit. So really pleased with how everything cleaned up. All right, so I'm going to top coat everything but the middle nail, which is where we're going to be doing our nail art, just so we can have that done and out of the way. A good 90% of my manis I use gel top coat, but if you wanted to use your dip top coat, you would just reactivate here and then go ahead and add that. I don't know which one I can't stop staring at more, the blue with the gel top coat or the glitter with the gel top coat. I'm just blown away. Like giddy, like stupid giddy, like calm down, Carrie, it's just dips. But anyway, I am putting on a layer of gel base here for my nail art, and I'm just going to make something quick and simple here. I'm not going to go nuts because I really want the dips to kind of stand on their own, but I wanted to kind of use this as my spring transitional mani, so I'm kind of tying that in with a little bit of, I don't know, towing the line of spring nail art. All right, so we got all that cured up. So I'm going to be using my iGel Beauty dual line brush. This is my favorite for very fine detail work. And, if you ever go look at their website and see the price of it, it looks kind of pricey, but you have to remember they're always running a sale of some sort, usually 60% off, so it's not as bad as it looks. And then as you saw there, I grabbed my gold and my white gel paints from their set, and then I've got a couple of dotting tools. So again, in the spirit of not talking too much, I'm going to lay a little bit of this out and get to starting on the center of the flower, and then I'll do the petals in white. And I don't think you need to hear me talk the entire time I do that, so I'm going to shut up and let you just watch the nail art, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Just remember, if you're going to be doing something similar to what I'm doing, you can stop and flash cure at any time. So, do a petal or two, cure it for 10 to 15 seconds, move on to the next. That way, at least that's kind of held in place and won't continue to try to spread a little bit while you're working on the rest.
I was looking like a fool when I I met ya, all covered up in the dirt from my past. So insecure by myself when I met ya. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know what to do next. 'Cause I'm the one with a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess, need to untangle, and I'm a fool for you, baby. Fool for you, baby. Waiting for you to come out and save me. Fool for you. You were making me so sure in a heartbeat. All of my doubts disappearing at last. You made me fall without saying a sentence. Won't you give me any warning? I've been thinking about you day and night and day and night. To be honest, I just don't know what to do next. 'Cause I'm the one with a broken.
Okay, so as you can see, I added a little bit of gold detail to the petals. I just finally cured them, and then I'm just going in with a layer of gel top coat over top, and that's it. Alright, all finished up. So my hands are desperately in need of some moisturization. This winter has been rough on them, and it's not even that dry here as it is up north, but still I'm having a hard time with the dryness this year. So I am rehydrating here with a new one that I couldn't wait to get from Scales of a Mermaid. It's called Nice Buns, which the name alone is so cute, right? But it smells like cinnamon rolls, and so you smell the cinnamon, you get the butter. It's just, oh, so good. Definitely a year-round scent for me because I love cinnamon. So this one's limited edition, so if you want this one, make sure you grab it soon. Okay guys, so here's the finished look. So I apologize for the state of my cuticles. Like I said, this winter I've just been going through it, but I hope you can see the beauty of the mani aside from that, because I am super pleased with how it turned out. You guys, honestly, I can't remember a time where I've been this excited for a brand after first impressions. I don't know, I'm just really in love with these dips. The colors, the glitters, the way everything is put together, the formulas are fantastic. I think the only thing I'm a little bummed about is that I got, Love Spell and Grenadine, which I feel are a little close to each other, but there's nothing wrong with the dips themselves. That's just me and, wanting to have a good variety of colors. And I think sometimes that can be hard to tell online, but as far as the dips themselves, I just am blown away by the quality, the colors. I'm just super excited, and I can't wait to see what else she comes up with. So my echo tells me that spring isn't until March 22nd, but I'm like ready for it. So fair warning, you're going to be seeing a lot of spring manis pretty much from this point forward. So sorry, not sorry, but I love spring colors. I love pastels. I love florals. I'm super excited for spring manis. But let me know, guys, in the comments down below, have you guys tried Barbie's Secret Dips? Because if you have, I'm mad at you because you didn't tell me they were this amazing. Okay, but seriously, tell me what your favorite colors are from her if you try them, because I think that ones I want to try next are Cake Pop and maybe that Teal My Love, just because I like that sea glass look. But yeah, like I said, I'm really pleased with the way everything was packaged, the way everything arrived. Shipping was, relatively speedy. I'm just super pleased with how everything came out. And I know it's simple, but I'm kind of digging this cute little flower nail art, and the colors together just chef's kiss. Alright guys, so that's going to complete this video. So I hope you guys know how much I appreciate you all for being here. You're just wonderful. I love every single one of you. And thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. And if you liked it and found it helpful, I hope you will give me a thumbs up down below. And while you're there, if you have not subscribed already, I hope you consider subscribing before you go. And don't forget that notification bell. We got new content coming every Tuesday and Friday at 2 p.m. Central. So thank you again, guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. With a broken heart, waiting for you to come out and save me. I'm a mess, need to untangle.